What if the thoughts you think are not just your own? What if they are echoes of the minds around you intertwined in a vast web of consciousness? Welcome to What If It's All a Game, where we delve into the most profound mysteries of existence. Today, we explore the tantalizing question, is telepathy real? Can our minds connect in ways we've yet to understand? In this journey, we will unravel the concept of mental connectivity, exploring the intriguing idea of a network connection between minds. We'll investigate the history of telepathy, examine scientific perspectives, and engage with philosophical theories that challenge our understanding of reality itself. By the end, we aim to leave you pondering the very fabric of human connection and consciousness. To begin, let's define the term telepathy. Commonly understood as the supposed ability to transmit thoughts or feelings from one person to another without using any known human senses, telepathy has captured the imagination of many. The term originates from the Greek words tele, meaning distant, and pathos, meaning feeling. This concept suggests a direct mental connection where thoughts can be shared instantaneously, transcending physical barriers. Historically, telepathy has been a topic of fascination in both spiritual and scientific circles. Early pioneers of psychic phenomena, such as the famous psychologist Sigmund Freud, acknowledged the potential for mind-to-mind communication. Freud proposed that unconscious thoughts could be shared and sensed by others, hinting at a deeper, more interconnected human experience. Philosophers like Immanuel, Kant, and Schopenhauer have also contributed to this discourse, each suggesting that our perceptions and experiences may not be as isolated as we think. Kant argued that our understanding of the world is shaped by our interactions, while Schopenhauer posited that all beings are interconnected through a shared will. These ideas lay the groundwork for considering telepathy not merely as a fantastical notion, but as an exploration of our interconnected consciousness. In the modern era, the exploration of telepathy has taken on new forms, especially within the realms of psychology and neuroscience. Studies on nonverbal communication and emotional contagion reveal that humans are more connected than we realize. For instance, research shows that our brains can synchronize when we interact with one another, leading to a phenomenon known as brain coupling. This suggests that during meaningful interactions, our thoughts and emotions may indeed resonate with one another, creating an unspoken bond. But what about the scientific evidence for telepathy itself? Numerous experiments have been conducted to test the limits of mental communication. One of the most famous was the Gonsfeld experiment, designed to explore extrasensory perception. In these studies, participants were placed in a sensory deprivation environment and tasked with sending and receiving images mentally. While some results were intriguing, they have often been met with skepticism due to methodological flaws and the challenges of replicating findings in controlled settings. Despite the controversies, proponents of telepathy argue that the lack of definitive scientific proof does not negate the possibility of such phenomena. They assert that traditional scientific paradigms may be too limited to account for the complexities of human consciousness. For instance, could it be that our understanding of the brain is still too rudimentary to grasp the full extent of its capabilities? Additionally, the concept of a network connection between minds aligns with theories in quantum physics. Some scientists propose that consciousness might be interconnected at a quantum level, suggesting that our thoughts could influence one another in ways that transcend time and space. This idea resonates with the notion that we are not isolated entities, but rather parts of a greater whole, sharing an intricate tapestry of thought and emotion. Now let's consider the implications if telepathy were indeed a reality. Imagine living in a world where thoughts could be shared freely. How would this affect our relationships, our communication, and our understanding of empathy? Would the barriers of misunderstanding dissolve, or would we find ourselves overwhelmed by the cacophony of others' thoughts? On the other hand, there are profound ethical considerations. If telepathy existed, would it infringe upon our privacy? The ability to access someone's thoughts without their consent opens a Pandora's box of moral dilemmas. What responsibilities would come with the power to connect minds so intimately? Could it be that the very essence of individuality is threatened when thoughts are no longer solely our own? As we ponder these questions, it's essential to engage with the counterarguments against telepathy. Skeptics often emphasize the lack of empirical evidence, pointing out that our interpretations of psychic phenomena may stem from cognitive biases or psychological tricks. The human mind has a remarkable capacity for pattern recognition, leading us to see connections where none exist. Moreover, some argue that what we may perceive as telepathy could simply be heightened intuition or empathy, where individuals pick up on subtle cues and body language. This perspective emphasizes the power of nonverbal communication, suggesting that our connections may be based on observable, rather than mystical phenomena. Yet the compelling nature of telepathy evokes a deeper inquiry. If we consider the possibility of a shared consciousness, how does this reshape our understanding of reality? Could it be that we are all part of a larger network, exchanging thoughts and feelings in a way that we have yet to fully comprehend. To conclude, the question of whether telepathy is real challenges us to examine not only the nature of our minds, but also the essence of our existence. As we navigate this realm of possibilities, we are left with more questions than answers. If our thoughts are indeed interconnected, what does that mean for our understanding of self, individuality, and the universe? Imagine living in a world where the barriers of communication dissolve, where empathy flows like a river connecting us all. What implications would that have for our daily lives, our conflicts, and our joys? As we unravel these mysteries, I invite you to reflect on your own experiences with connection. Have you ever felt a deep understanding with someone without words? Have you sensed emotions or thoughts that seem to transcend verbal communication? If you find yourself intrigued by these questions, I encourage you to continue exploring these ideas. What if it's all a game, and if so, how do we play it? To dive deeper into this exploration of consciousness and the mysteries of existence, consider subscribing to our channel, What If It's All a Game? Join us on this intellectual journey and share your thoughts and theories in the comments below. What ideas resonated with you the most? If you found this discussion valuable, please share it with friends who might also enjoy pondering the intricacies of life and consciousness. Remember, the most profound answers often lie behind the most challenging questions. Let's continue this thought-provoking journey together and perhaps discover new dimensions of existence along the way. Until next time, keep questioning, keep exploring, and never stop seeking the mysteries that lie within and beyond.